Hi, Erik, Linask here in Austin, Texas. We're at IT Expo West 2011, and it's my pleasure to be speaking with Matt Thompson from CSC Leasing. Matt, thanks for joining us
Thank
on
you,
the
Erik.
program.
Good to be here.
We were just discussing, there's an awful lot of technology and a lot of discussions about technology at the show. You guys are here, really, I guess, doing and promoting something a little bit different. Tell me about what CSC does.
CSC Leasing is a technology equipment leasing company. We've been in business for 25 years, focused exclusively on anything technology that we lease through operating leases. Our customers run the gamut of size, and small and medium sized businesses that we're sort of seeing and meeting through the MSP world portion of the IT Expo are the types of clients that we do business with.
So why should SMBs or larger enterprises, for that matter, be interested in leasing?
Well, for a couple of reasons. Again, a different form of capital, or an alternative source of capital versus bank lines or cash. If you're trying to manage your cash flow and get your and manage your business on an operating expense basis versus a capital expenditure basis, leasing allows us to buy the equipment and for you to be on a monthly payment plan. Operating leases give you the flexibility at the end of a lease to return the equipment, keep the equipment, extend the lease, any combination thereof. So whereby if you're really focused on new technology or having the option to get new technology, leasing can really assist with that option.
So who handles support and repairs and maintenance and things like that?
That's all. The user of the equipment is responsible for support, repairs, maintenance, anything like that. We are simply the finance arm, sort of like a car lease if you think about it. But at the end of the lease, the equipment is returned to us, assuming the lessee does not want to buy it in reasonable working condition. So it's going to be banged up, it's going to be scratched, but the computer screen needs to work, the keyboard needs to function. Things, it's got to work, but certainly not in new condition.
Right. So what is a typical lease term?
Typical lease term for us is 3 years, sometimes a little longer for phone systems, but generally speaking, a lease term will be about 3 years because the useful life of technology equipment, 4 or 5 years maybe, so you want to have the lease term shorter than that. Our typical client is a small to medium-sized business. Our average lease size is about $75,000 of hardware, per transaction. We are different than a lot of leasing companies that we will finance software and soft costs in addition to the hardware. So it's one of the ways that we try to help out the small businesses is to bundle the whole project into one lease.
So at the end of the lease, assuming again the lessee doesn't want to buy it outright, what do you do with the equipment?
We sell it. We sell it on eBay. We sell it to wholesalers. We give it away to charity. We try to turn it as quickly as we can, but we're not selling it sort of against vendor competitors. We're selling it in sort of a third or fourth market, if you will.
How big is the leasing market?
Leasing market's big. I can't give you a total for the leasing. I mean, we're a pretty small company. We'll do $25 million a year in new hardware originations, but we compete very effectively against the larger companies in our market because we're very quick to respond. We don't have a formal credit application process. It's very easy. You call, we talk, we review financials, and we issue a proposal. We're not a broker, so we're always the point of contact. We're not so when you have issues with your lease, you call and work with us. We try to be very quick to respond and very high customer service.
Excellent. How's the show been for you?
Show's been good. A lot of companies here. Again, credit is tougher. There's a lot of movement to the cloud, and what does that mean for companies in their capital expenditure requirements? And that's where we can, assist for a lot of people. So it's been a good conference.
So you bring up an interesting point. How is the move to the cloud and sort of the movement towards less on-site hardware impacting you?
It's hard to say. I think as companies do move to the cloud, clearly, or move their equipment, let's define the cloud in this case, move their equipment off-site or use other people's equipment, you need to, therefore your focus needs to be on the person who's buying the equipment. And as those companies get larger, their equipment usage trends, how long they keep equipment, may differ, say, than a small to medium-sized business. So that's something that we're exploring. But right now, the more capital expenditures by the cloud or even the smaller cloud companies, we think the better for us.
Excellent. We're talking here at IT Expo West in Austin, Texas with Matt Thompson from CSC Leasing. Matthew, thanks for joining me.
Thanks, Eric. Appreciate it.